one in a million. Not only are we in a perfect location, the wildlife here is fantastic. Good morning. Right, today we're going to start leaving the mountains. We're on the south side of the Pyrenees in Catalonia. We've been here for a couple of days now. We've done some filming up in the woods and we're going to start pushing south a little bit more now. No immediate rush. We're a couple of days away from New Year. So it would be nice to find another cool place to park up. So I think the mission today is to keep an eye on the truck, make sure the truck's not misbehaving, and find a decent park up maybe. So far we've had some very nice park ups on this trip. We came down from the mountains on New Year's Eve to spend a couple of days here by the sea, overlooking the Med, and get some nice weather. The weather started changing up in the mountains and it's been a great couple of days here. Other motorhomes are here. It's a really popular park up, and as you can see from the view, yeah, it's been nice. Gave us a chance to do one or two bits of things on the campers. I wanted to do a couple of jobs, cleaning, just general things. But we are starting to push south today. We're going to be driving around about an hour and a half to a wilderness campsite. Now it's going to be quite tricky getting there, I'm sure, but nevertheless we're going to try to get there. A little bit of shopping on the way. So what I'm suggesting today is spend a day with us and just chill out with us for a day. So one of the first jobs we do before we leave is, like most motorhomes, camper vanners, we put everything away. Some things are just a case of locking the cupboards, putting one or two items, washing up liquid hand soap into the sink and putting the top on the sink there, and then we tend to have a little bit of pile of things underneath where the carpet is. Right, before we set off, I always make sure, put the lights on, make sure that the lights are all working. This just gives me a chance to check the vehicle over. Make sure that the back's secure and so on. Rear light. Good owner. Sometimes these car parks do have an height barrier on them. But we're going to park. Oh, shall we park at the other side or shall we park at this side? We've got a fire engine here, so we're going to park inside of the fire engine. Just for the fun of it. Okay, shopping. Couple of things what we are looking for today are just normal biscuits and some cake. Seem to be missing it, so we sitting in the cake section at the minute trying to find some.
Burgers again.
€86, which is equivalent to, what's that, £70 in England, and we've got enough shopping for a week, and that's including 1 bottle of vodka and 1 bottle of whiskey. So quite a good shop, really, quite a good shop. So we've got our camping spot, what we intend to get to, but the problem I've got is quite simply I need to spin the vehicle round first to actually get it back there. The track coming down were quite tight in places as well, so I mean, but I mean, look at this. Look at this, we've got an old building up there, some old, I don't know, grazing land maybe, or farmland. We've got this old building here. How well does this look? I can see spending a couple of days here, to be quite honest with you. But first, we've got to turn the vehicle round. So I'm thinking I'll reverse it back, pull it down here, and then reverse it back up over this mound here, and then continue in reverse all the way around. What do you think? Shall we have a go?
Have a go. Do it.
Right, okay. the scariest ones I've ever done. Well, come on to this little flat part here. We were going to try to get further back, but as you'll see, the pebbles, and with the weight of the truck, it was getting a little bit precarious around there. So yeah, we've pulled up. But yeah, doing a 3-point turn on slope like that. I mean, you can see from here. You can see it was a little bit scary. What I'm going to have to ask, is this place worth it? So this is where I did the 3-point turn earlier. I guess if there were two vehicles and I weren't scared about getting stuck, I would have just actually pulled straight down there onto the pebbles and gone round. But we had when we were down in Italy earlier this year, we had an instance where I pulled onto a beach there, and straight away the beach or the truck just actually sank into the pebbles. So I'm a bit dubious about pebbles. And like I say, if there were another vehicle there, it wouldn't be a problem. I'll go down there. If you got stuck, the other vehicle would pull you out. And yes, I know what you're going to say. Well, you've got that winch on the front, but it's no good going down, face down into the pebbles and then getting stuck, because the winch is at the front. So I would need to turn around anyway first before getting onto there. So yeah, I suppose if I did reverse down there, then I've always got these large rocks here to put a strop around to actually pull myself out. But yeah, being on your own, you've got to be very careful about getting stuck. Normally the winch guy as well, if you're in a convoy, the winch guy would normally be the second vehicle. Quite simply because if the first vehicle got stuck, you've got the winch on the second vehicle to pull that vehicle out. So yeah, having a winch is all good and well, but when you've got nothing to winch from or winch to, you just got to be careful. So Helen's just gone off in that direction to place her wildlife cameras. There are tracks around here, certainly deer, and we have seen a dead wild boar on the road just a few mile back. So we're hoping to put out the wildlife cameras for filming. While she's doing that, I've got the task of collecting some firewood, although someone's done me a little bit of a favour and started that already. No internet here, absolutely no internet or signal here whatsoever. So tonight I think we're going to have to entertain ourselves. So what I said I'll get the fire pit off top of the camper and we'll have a small fire tonight. Now our intentions coming here, or at least finding a camp next to a stream, were to do some washing. So even though we'll put the inverter on tomorrow for the washing machine, I think what we'll do is I'll just boil up a little bit of water tomorrow, just get a little bit of warm water from the stream for the washing. So we're going to do some washing tomorrow hopefully. So while Helen is out and about, I'll look for a little bit more firewood and just enjoy the evening. Put that towards the firewood pile. We'll do a little bit more exploring tomorrow. But yeah. Very nice. Very nice camp indeed. That's right. You better swap that one. So you're probably thinking, what the hell are we playing at? The reason for coming back up into the mountains were to chill out for a few days, and with the scenery behind us, who can blame us? But we wanted to do some washing, and I said to Helen, wouldn't it be great to park up for a few days by a mountain stream and do some washing? We can warm up a little bit of water by a campfire. We can use the solar and the inverter to run the washing machine, and let's go back to basics. You know, I mean, yes, quite easily we could call it an air, pay for some electric. We've got water on tap there, but I mean, you're not in a beautiful setting like this. So yeah, this morning we're going to do a little bit of washing. I'll probably set up a washing line so we can dry the clothes. It's going to be hopefully a nice day, and pacifying time, you know what I mean? What a great place to do it. It's not going to be a quick process. We've put one tin, it's taken about 5 minutes for the water to boil on the campfire, and then obviously we're mixing that with cold water from the stream. So we're not going to get, you know, temperatures of 30 odd degrees in there, certainly not, but at least if we can get it warm. I mean, majority of the stuff is going to be t-shirts and shorts and trousers. We have got some socks and pants, so we'll try to get the water a little bit warmer for those, but I mean, we're not in no rush anyway. So I've got the chairs out here, we've got plenty of twigs for the fire, and we are anticipating it's going to take most of the morning to do this, but I mean, like I said, we're here for a few days anyway. This afternoon we are going to try exploring on the other side of the riverbank. Like I said, we've got an old building there, quite a lot of flat plateaus here as well, and there's another building just further down as well, so we're going to go exploring this afternoon. So that's today's job, really. This is truly beautiful just here. With the water, we haven't filled up our water in let me think, since before New Year, so probably about 4-5 days ago, so we're probably down to about 200 litres, hence using the water from the stream to like try to preserve our water, you know, our drinking water. So but yeah, I think we're going to be spending a few days up here. A good pair of boots, essential. to him. I'm going to try to creep up to him and try to get a little bit, another 20 yards closer. He needs to be very careful because he's heading back up to the road. This is the track where we actually came down. So and I certainly don't want to spook him back that way. We just about finished the washing, and a car pulled up sharply just up at the top there, and I saw the guy jump out with his phone, and then just down the embankment here just to the right comes down that ibex. That's if it is an ibex. I'm no expert, but we've got no internet here, so I cannot actually research it. So but yeah, this place, I know I've said it maybe a couple of times now, it's brilliant. Really, this has got to be one of the best places we have stayed, period. Right, love. See you in a bit. See you in a bit. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of exploring. So we've got these old buildings over here which look interesting. I'd really like to go up there, to be honest with you. But, yeah, okay, let's head off and let's see what we can find. I must admit that I really do like the mountains, and certainly the pine forest. And this is very hard to believe. This is Spain. If you're from the UK and you talk about Spain, you're usually talking about Benidorm or Alicante or some place like that. And even though this is only a very small national park, the wildlife here is truly amazing. That's been truly worth it. This is one of those places that I don't think I'm going to forget in a hurry. It's really nice. Yeah, I'm going to miss this place when we push on. Now, till next time, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and thanks for watching, everybody. And guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, give us a comment, helps with the analytics.